Hello everybody, welcome to my channel where I believe that art is magic. That might be a weird thing to say, but I actually believe that. I believe that art is magic. And I want to just tell a quick little story about my friend here. So the magic is really just the fact that my friend and I are so close right now, and he was able to, call me in this time of his life where things are good and ask me to do a fun project for him where I'm able to draw a caricature for him and his wife. That's what this is. So you're gonna see at the end here, you're gonna see a picture of the caricature that I did of him, and then him thinking of his wife, right? So he sent me a whole bunch of pictures of himself, and he's a goofy guy. He's a handsome guy, but he's a goofy guy. But he sent me a few pictures, and I just went through the process that I go through to draw. Now, I will say quickly that you're watching right now just me going through the beginning phases of this sketch. It's obviously been sped up, but this is on my iPad, and this is just using my Apple Pencil, and I'm sitting here sketching, trying to get his face right, trying to figure out things. Now, I do focus a lot on his little tooth. His tooth cracks me up. I actually don't remember. See, I've only actually been with him in person for the time that I met him. So besides that, our friendship and our brotherhood has been created, cultivated, and maintained on the phone. And we have gone through a lot of hard times together, getting to the point where we're actually functioning members of society through phone call and through talking on the phone. But we met at a time that was probably the lowest of our lives. It was definitely the lowest of my life. I don't know if it was the lowest of his life per se, but it was definitely the lowest of my life. But we've maintained that friendship all this time. And as you can see, here I am focusing a lot on that tooth. As a matter of fact, he's so regular looking and handsome that I can't really pull anything out and exaggerate him. Usually I do that. I've done that with my brother. I did a caricature of my brother where I emphasized some of his features and made him look silly. But this one here, he just has a really good looking face. And, like people like that are hard to do. Like celebrities, caricaturing celebrities like Johnny Depp, for example, is one of the most difficult people to caricature because they're so perfect looking. Their face has very little to make fun of, very little to exaggerate. And caricatures or cartooning faces, you need something to build around. For example, one time I did a caricature of another friend of mine. Well, he was actually a therapist, and I did a caricature of him, and he got pretty upset because I drew his lips really big, and he asked me, "Why did you draw my lips so freaking big?" And the answer was actually that I didn't just draw his lips big. I literally drew his lips, and then I drew his whole face around his lips. And anyway, he thought that was pretty funny. Needless to say, he framed that picture. It's up in his living room, so he says. But I think that's a pretty funny story. But this friend of mine, I mean, we have a lot of laughs, we have a lot of cries, we have a lot of hard times, a lot of good times together. And he asked me to do this quick little sketch for him. And I have to admit that I did not have much time to go through this, to go through his face with all the pictures he sent me and do a real professional job. This is the best I could do. Honestly, it probably took me about an hour to do this whole thing. And I usually, when I do a good caricature, especially on digital, I spend a lot more time on that. So anyway, here we are finishing it up. I'm just putting it in so that it makes it so that he's thinking of his wife. That's his wife up there. And I'm using a lot of clipping masks. I'm using a lot of selection tool here. I'll go through a lot of this stuff in my channel. I'd like to teach all of these things that you can do in this program called Procreate, which is obviously what I'm using on the iPad here. So anyway, having a lot of fun here, putting in the last final touches, putting a blue and background to his face, a pink background to her face, putting her up in the clouds, like I said. But this was a lot of fun, and I know that I mentioned at the beginning of this video that, I believe that art can bring magic to our lives. And I mean, this is just a very, very small example of how that happens, of how that's possible. In my opinion, this is magic. this is fun for him. He was able to bring this to his wife. He printed this out at Walmart, and I sent him the file. He printed it out. I think he actually, no, I have a video. I'll see if I can find it and put it in here. He actually cut out the face of himself, and then he cut out the picture that she's in the clouds, and then he put them up on the wall real big. He blew them up real big, and he put them on the wall real big, and then he created a whole nice romantic atmosphere around that. So I think that was a really good thing, and I don't know. I would think that he had a good magical time. I'm going to send him this video. Maybe he can make some comments. Maybe he can tell me how things go. So cleaning everything up, putting all the layers together, doing my final touches, putting some clouds in there, and that's it. So yeah, guys, this has been a lot of fun, and like I said, I think that you can have a lot of joy and a lot of fun with art. So smiley face, happy 40th. That was her birthday, and here we go. This is the reveal. This is what it looks like. Now that it's done. So this is the poster that he printed, and I'm very grateful that I got to take part in this part of his life. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day. Bye.